San Francisco. Since its founding during the gold rush, it's always been a city of extremes, a cultural capital, a hotbed of innovation, a haven where you can be anything and everything you want to be. Lately, however, it's been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons.
San Francisco is like a failed state. San Francisco might as well be Libya.
A lot of retailers have been pulling out of the city.
San Francisco has hit rock bottom, and they need an intervention.
Some say it's the next Detroit, hollowed out by economic downturn and a mass exodus. Others call it the ultimate failure of progressive politics. But while the media loves a doom and gloom headline, the truth on the ground is harder to pin down. What's really happening in this city by the bay? What do the people who actually live here think? Let's find out.
Let's try to make some changes for the better.
You can be whoever you want to be here.
Ain't no place like the Bay Area, I'm sorry.
It is a beautiful sunny day in San Francisco, and Dolores Park in the Mission District is the place to be. Every time the weather gets warm like this place gets packed, and it is absolutely beautiful. You have people just chilling out, playing sports, getting some sun. And San Francisco gets a bad reputation in the media, but most of the city is actually like this. It's a pretty chilled out lifestyle. It's very beautiful. You have a lot of green spaces where you can hang out. And yeah, this is a good example of how this city isn't just doom and gloom.
Boy, hi Finnegan.
He's half pit bull and half Shih Tzu, so he's a bullshit.
Oh, that's, I love that. He's so cute. Oh, you're a little bullshit, yeah.
We'll look you right in the eyeball. Oh, that's where he like.
Oh, he loves that,
Yeah, like eyeball.
Oh yes, that's the spot.
She wants to play. Look at her.
Oh, that's so nice.
We've set up camp, found a nice spot. Some friends are going to join us, and this is going to be where we are for the afternoon. And if you come to Dolores Park regularly, you'll start to notice these unofficial areas where different types of people hang out. So here on the slopes where you have a stunning view of the skyline, this is the LGBT area. San Francisco has a lot of gay history and gay culture, and you can really see that here. Down there, you have a kids park, so you have more families. And then across the way, there's a flat area where a lot of people are playing sports, hula hooping, just doing all sorts of activities. So yeah, this is the place to be today. It is packed, as you can see. And we just learned from a friend that this part of the park has an official name. It is called Gay Beach or the Freak Shelf.
You know, and when you're chilling here, one of the special things about this park is there are a lot of entrepreneurial vendors that go by, so you can get anything from shroom chocolates to pre-rolled joints to pastries. You know, it's San Francisco. We're in California, so this is like the thing here.
We've been joined by our friends Eric and Nicola and Nietzsche. Little cute mini Australian shepherd. He's very hot right now. What climate is he meant for? Just like straight up snow dog? Like,
Yeah, he's a show dog.
he's a show. He's not meant to live outside. We're putting together a tent just for him because he's hot. And this is the life of a San Francisco dog, right?
He has no idea.
What is your name?
I'm Tyler.
Are you from here?
I'm from San Diego, but I've lived here 5 years.
5 years,
Yeah,
okay. So
I'm
what?
never leaving.
And why do you love San Francisco?
Oh my God. People are fantastic. You can be whoever you want to be here. Whatever you're into, people, like, you're going to find your tribe. It's just the most gorgeous city in the world, too.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be like walking somewhere, you see an amazing view, and you're like, feel so lucky that I'm here right now.
Do you think like the media kind of overblows the negative aspects about the city?
100%. Yeah. But it's kind of nice because, like, stay away if you don't like it. Keeps it cheaper than it was, so.
Yeah, actually, I agree with that.
Hey, my name's Vivek.
Vivek, nice to meet you. I'm Dottie. And what are you doing at Dolores today?
Today there's a flow jam here every Sunday on the other side of the park. I spent a little time juggling there, and then I set up a slackline here.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're into like the outdoorsy stuff, some balancing.
You guys should totally try it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know about that. I've tried that before, and it didn't quite work out for me.
Can you take your arm out and hold my arm?
Like this?
Like on the top.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna hold this.
Okay, so it doesn't shake as much.
Yep. Now try to stand up, just on one foot.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent. Just relax.
I'm trying to relax.
If you feel yourself,
okay.
Just breathe, relax. Oh, yeah, you're so
Vivek
stable.
is a very soothing person.
Oh, no. Never mind.
What is your favorite part about San Francisco?
Honestly, it's just so diverse here, and it's like people can really like be chill here. Like, you know, like you go out of here and people be weird. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a safe spot out here.
Yeah. So it's like very high freedom. You can do what you want.
Exactly,
it's like
exactly.
Kind of like
see someone get booty popped over there.
Yeah, that's a very
It's some
good
Daisy
point.
Dukes.
Yeah. Do you think the media coverage of San Francisco, like the negative media coverage, is overhyped?
They're not lying.
Yeah.
Honey, they're not lying, but at the end of the day, that's how it's always been.
So what keeps y'all here? Like why not move somewhere else? What's special about the city?
When you from the Bay Area, honey, you a Bay Area girl, period. Ain't no place like the Bay Area, I'm sorry.
It was a really amazing day today, and it was cool to talk to so many different people about what they love about the city. And it just goes to show that the negative media coverage about San Francisco, while it isn't entirely false, it's just a small piece of a much bigger story. There's a lot more to San Francisco than just the news. There's people here enjoying their lives who really love it here. And it's just great to be at the park, seeing so many people out, and it feels really lively and amazing. San Francisco is a city that constantly changes. Since the tech boom, prices have skyrocketed, pushing out many who aren't part of the industry. Classic businesses have vanished, one by one. But Swan Oyster Depot has endured, and it's thriving. Over 100 years old, it's still serving up what people can't get enough of. We're back at Swan Oyster Depot. We try to come back here every time we're in town. And as soon as you walk in, it's amazing vibes. The owner, Tom, comes and greets you. It's a small counter, so it's got an intimate, old school feeling. It's just really nice. The specialty here has always been one thing, done exceptionally well. Seafood. Mostly raw, always fresh. The menu hasn't changed since day one. We got the famous crab butter. It's looking good. You just scoop it up like that. Good morning. Good as always. Tastes like the sea. Okay, we got ahi tuna, we got scallops, a whitefish, and salmon. And with olive oil, capers, and shallots on top. So a lot of old San Francisco now doesn't exist anymore with the tech boom and rising rent prices. It's really hard to survive as a business, but Swan Oyster Depot has been here for 100 years, and it's because they're just really awesome. And it's cool to still have this piece of old San Francisco around.
Okay, enjoy it.
Have a great day.
It's the place to be.
It is the place. So we just met a customer who's been coming here for 50 years, and she used to come here when she was little with her dad. That's really cool. And this is the mixed seafood cocktail. It's got some shrimp, some Dungeness crab, some oysters, a little bit of everything. Really good. Here's the star of the show, the Dungeness crab. So good, as always. Okay, Tom, so how many years have you been working at the restaurant?
Too many.
And is this a family business?
My dad used to bring us to work. when we were 6 years old.
Wow.
We'd spend half a day down here. It was a lot of fun. And then by the time we were about 12, he'd have us stay the whole day, work the whole day. And we always got paid. And we thought we were having fun. We didn't realize we were working.
So you were shucking oysters, deboning the crab, all that stuff?
Doing everything. Yeah. So.
And is everyone here part of the family also?
Well, Byron Danion's my nephew. Kevin's my nephew. Vince over there is my brother. And my other brother's off today. He'll be here tomorrow.
And a lot of businesses really struggle to survive here with the tech boom and the rising prices. Like, what do you think it is about Swan Oyster Depot?
We try to just do everything the way we've always done it. Try to keep people happy. We have to raise the prices as the prices go up because that's one reason why places don't keep up. And the way the inflation is now, it's like the worst we've ever seen.
And from when you were a kid working here to now, how have things changed?
We haven't changed too much. We're just getting older. We've seen a lot of changes in the street. The city's changed, but that's one thing people like. If you came here 10 years ago or 20 years ago, we still do the exact same.
And what do you think about San Francisco these days? All the changes in the city.
Let's try to make some changes for the better. And most of the changes have been for the worst. But I don't want to get into that. You can do a video on the street, you'll figure it out.
San Francisco has been making headlines, and not always the flattering kind. Homelessness, mental illness, drug use, crime. Stories painting a city dramatically in decline. And at the center of it all, one neighborhood gets the lion's share of attention, one that has become synonymous with the challenges facing the city today. We are in the notorious Tenderloin District here in San Francisco, and it is the epicenter of a lot of SF's biggest problems. We came here and filmed about a year and a half ago, and we're back to see if things have changed, if things have gotten better. So let's go find out. We're gonna talk to a few people on the streets. Spend any amount of time in the Tenderloin, and you'll hear about Urban Alchemy, a nonprofit providing outreach and sanitation services in the neighborhood. Locals seem to welcome their presence, so we spoke with one of their team members to learn more about their work.
We make sure there's nobody, smoking, doing drugs on the sidewalks or sleeping, making it comfortable for people to walk through and be able to get about their day.
So you're kind of like a community neighborhood watch in a sense then, right?
We engage positively. Like for me, for example, I'm in recovery, so I can relate to these people that are out here. I have almost a year of sobriety under my belt. So I have a certain level of empathy, compassion to the unhoused people.
So what would you say are
here.
the biggest challenges faced by both the community that's living here, well, the people who are living in the buildings here, and then the people on the streets?
The people that aren't doing drugs and they're trying to live their lives, they really don't like the unhoused people, the drug addicts, And then on the other side, the drug addicts, they're really not focused on everyday stuff. But, we offer a lot of shelters too. Urban Alchemy has a lot of resources available for those who want it. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't want it because when you get put into housing, it comes with rules. You can't just sit in there and do your drugs all day.
Do you mind if I ask what's the wildest thing you've seen while on the job?
A lot of overdoses, I saved this person, a couple people. A lot of times they'll pop up and be mad that you Narcan them because the Narcan is an opiate blocker, so they can't get high for at least 24 hours. So, sometimes they get mad at us and cuss us out, but it is what it is.
Well, thanks for doing what you do. I think it's really important, and congratulations on your sobriety. So at a glance, things seem a little better here. Of course, better is relative. The problems here are still immense and there is still a dystopic feel in the neighborhood. But compared to a couple years ago, it's a lot cleaner. There's a lot less tents on the street. There just seems to be fewer people on the street in general. San Francisco has a new mayor, and he wants to drive home the message that San Francisco will no longer let people do what they want in public at the expense of others. Nonprofits now have to offer treatment or counseling before distributing drug supplies, a shift from the city's past harm reduction model. The administration is adding shelter beds and expanding mental health services. Encampments are reportedly banned. But are these efforts making a real difference, or just pushing the problem out of sight? How long have you been living here in the neighborhood?
For 5 years.
5 years. How is it?
It's the worst. with the people just sleeping around here, smoking. I mean, I got a baby, so it's not the best especially for a child.
Have things gotten better at all in the last year or so, or has it mostly stayed the same in your opinion?
My opinion, it got worse. To where it's like I'm trying to move away now.
And I'm assuming you don't feel safe living here.
Urban Alchemy be out here from probably I say 7 in the morning till about 7, 8 at night.
And then after 8, it's havoc again.
After 8, it's man, you'll find tents. You'll find a lot of people. As you can see, it's graffiti on my walls because they just sit here, camp out. It'd be terrible after Urban Alchemy leaves.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like I was saying, it almost seems like it's better, cleaner, but it sounds like a Band-Aid rather than an actual solution.
I hope it gets better. I hope with, all that's going on and Trump trying to clean the streets, which is starting to be a good thing, actually.
Well, I hope you find better housing soon and wishing you the best of luck. I stepped on shit. No, I can't. I stepped on poop. I'm really happy I'm wearing massive platforms and I'm just praying to the Lord that this is dog shit and not human shit because you never know out here. This is literally a fucking nightmare scenario, stepping on poop in the Tenderloin. You do not want this to be you. Yeah.
Just put your foot over there.
Okay. Should I take off my shoes?
No, that's fine, that's fine. All right, like this.
I just got my shoe clean. It takes a village. Thank you. You're a hero.
You're a hero.
Okay. Yay! That was awesome. Rolando just helped clean my shoe. He literally power hosed it down and he's cleaning the streets right now, keeping things beautiful around here. So that was awesome. Problem solved.
San Francisco is dead. We want to bring them alive. We want the streets ritual with a lot of people. We're giving them hope and faith and love.
Our church, we're a small church, but we serve this community here in the Tenderloin and throughout San Francisco.
So you have been coming out here, it sounds like for a few years, and we were just talking about how it's changed. Could one of you share exactly what those changes look like?
After the Trump, got voted and then he was elected, street was started changing. It was start cleaning, and then now, as you can see, the street is really clean. And then people are all those homeless tent and everything's gone.
Has theft gone down in the Tenderloin? Because there's news of new legislation that makes theft under $950 a felony now. And I know that was really impacting the neighborhood also.
And after the election, everything has changed.
Really, yeah.
They have changed.
We have a new mayor.
We have new DAs,
president.
so that makes a difference.
I'm not so far Democrat, I'm so far conservative or either or. That we have a more conservative government now. That's good. That's good for our communities. That's good for our businesses.
So it's something drastic had to change in the city, and it feels like it's finally happening. What is your name?
Samantha Escobar.
And do you live in an apartment around here? Do you live on the streets here?
I've been on the streets. I've lived in an apartment. I've lived on every building that you could think of in this neighborhood.
And what do you prefer?
To tell you the truth, I like living on the streets because I'm just used to it. And sometimes things happen.
That's fair. So what are the biggest challenges that you face living here?
The biggest challenges for me, myself, is being a local and having people know that I'm a local, so I can't do certain things like go to the park. I just can't do certain things that I know would bother vendors or neighbors or whatever, and that's just because I respect people in the neighborhood.
So what's the verdict on the Tenderloin? It seems as of late it has cleaned up a bit, especially during the day, but it's still the Tenderloin. So the problems are still present, and it is what it is.
Do it like that. Then do it like this. Do it like that.
Happy Easter from San Francisco. We are at an event right now that is probably as San Francisco as you can possibly get. It is the 46th annual Hunky Jesus competition right here in Dolores Park. And as you can see behind me, it is completely packed. And for many years, San Francisco has been the countercultural hub of the United States, where people from all over the country could escape to be weird and authentically themselves. And in recent years, it's been changing, especially with the tech boom and rising prices. But you can still see this legacy in events like this one.
Hunky Jesus is an annual Easter spectacle hosted by the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, a legendary group of queer nuns who use religious parody for activism. Contestants dress up as various interpretations of a hunky Jesus and battle it out for the winning title. It's part pageant, part performance, and campy as hell.
So the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, they started here in San Francisco in the Castro in the 70s. And they are controversial because of the religious imagery they use. But I think the organization is just such a good example of how San Francisco has always been a place where you can come and just be yourself and be wildly free. And no matter what societal norms were, like this was the place where you could completely ignore them and just live life however you want to.
Get yourself some edibles and pre-rolls before you enter the black hole. Perfect, sir. Hopefully that's not the only hole you enter tonight. I'll get you where you gotta go.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
What category are you competing in today?
Hunky Jesus, obviously.
Obviously. Okay, tell me about the costume and this
bison.
Full bison, yes.
Yes. So my name is Wild West. I'm a nightlife event producer, and my favorite person in the world is Beyonce. So I wanted to do something that's inspired by Cowboy Carter and the monumental album that was. Beyonce had her disco horse. I have my disco bison. The bison is very authentic to San Francisco because Golden Gate Park has been historically breeding and doing conservation work with bison for over 100 years. So this feels very authentic to San Francisco, but also very authentic to me.
Okay, I love it. I love the effort. And are we going to be riding her today?
I will be riding it.
Okay, amazing.
No,
We're going to catch you later. Good luck. I hope you win.
Thank you.
There are some really amazing costumes, some fierce competition out here, so let's see how it all plays out. And like literally Lenza got us backstage here. I don't know how he does it, but he does. Department of Jesus Energy! What's your name?
Dementia.
Dementia? This is the Pope. So you have a lot of different kinds of Jesuses here. You have all different themes and colors, and then kind of your more traditional Jesuses.
This is the cross that I'll be crucified on. Would you like to start? Absolutely. Hey, I'm Emo Jesus, a naughty little boy from Bethlehem, Bethlehem.
I'm Jesus Crust, aka Holla at your boy. Contestant number 3, what Jesus are you? I mean, I don't think you even have to say the words. You've been showing us.
Yeah, right.
And I am Cowboy Carter, Hunky Jesus. And just as Beyonce is reclaiming country music with its foundations in black Southern roots, I am reclaiming Christianity. As the son of a Southern Baptist minister from rural Appalachia, I wish that more people would act Christ-like. Act with compassion, love your neighbor, be empathetic and caring. If we all acted a bit more as Christ would like and less like Christian nationalists, our country wouldn't be as fucked up as it is.
Alright, we're down to the final 3. Jesus Christ, Donald fucking Trump Jesus, and Cowboy Carter Jesus.
I think it was close, but I think there's a clear winner. Give it up for Cowboy Carter!
Happy Easter! Come and visit our new Hunky Jesus. Apparently he rides a buffalo.
Hey y'all, a super quick break from the video to tell you about our new membership. If you like our content and want to see more, our membership will give you access to bonus footage, bloopers, and never released videos. A lot of work goes into creating each video and to keep us on the road, so your support means the absolute world to us. To join, all you have to do is go to our channel homepage and click the join button. You'll see different tiers you can choose from, and you're good to go. Thank you so much, and we're so happy to have you watching our videos. Today we're going to show you our version of the perfect way to spend a day in San Francisco. We are locals here. We lived here about 8 to 9 years, and this is how we'd spend a typical Saturday or Sunday.
In San Francisco, the cityscape shifts block by block. Turn the corner, and you're in Latin America. Turn another, China. One more, and you're in Little Italy, where some of the best Italian-American food in town awaits.
This is it, the spot, the place we come to time and time again. Even when we travel for an extended period of time and we come back to the city, this is one of our first pit stops whenever we come back home. Are you excited?
Very excited.
We got the bib for eating shellfish. Okay, I am ready now. You'll see why this is needed later. All right, we got the goods. And this is a uniquely San Francisco dish. It was invented right here in the city, and it is called cioppino. Cioppino is said to be invented by Italian-American fishermen in San Francisco. So they would take the leftover from the day's catch after selling it, and they created a soup with it. It's made with a garlic and tomato base and fresh herbs. And this one is super magnificent. It has shrimp, Dungeness crab, mussels, clams, calamari. She smells so good. All right, enough talking about it. Let's eat it.
That good.
It's just the best. It's so warm, so comforting. If you come to San Francisco, you gotta come here. It's like a non-negotiable. And the fun part is getting down and dirty with the crab. So these are local Dungeness crabs, and the shell is fairly soft, so you can get a long ways just using your hands.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. The next thing to do on our version of the perfect day in San Francisco is to grab a coffee or tea and come to a park like this one, Alama Square, or even better, take a walk around the neighborhoods here or in the Haight-Ashbury neighborhood and check out the beautiful Victorian architecture. Like these ones behind me are the painted ladies that were in the Full House series.
Victorians, in my humble opinion, are San Francisco's special sauce. Houses that look like cake, with beautiful bay windows and intricate handmade details. Painted in pastels and bold hues, greens, pinks, blues, and everything in between. Whether they stand side by side like beautiful painted ladies, or cling to the city's steep hills in mismatched rows, they are an absolute aesthetic delight, making everyday life here feel like a work of art.
We are in front of one of our favorite Victorians in San Francisco, and it's giving strong Addams Family vibes. And this house actually has a lot of interesting history. Russian czars used to hang out here. There's a Charles Manson tie. There's a founder of the Church of Satan tie. And it's one of our favorite houses because of how it looks. You don't get to see a lot of houses like this. And we actually got to go inside and do a full tour in our San Francisco video from about 2 years ago. So if you want to see that, check it out. We'll drop the link up here. These are my favorite set of painted ladies in the city. And painted ladies aren't just limited to the houses from the Full House series. It's really any set of Victorians that are in a really similar architectural style, side by side, all painted in different colors. These are so cute. They look like cakes, beautiful details, and I love this circular Edwardian style. It would be an absolute dream to live in these. So yeah, when you come to San Francisco, highly recommend just walking around and taking in the city. It's super walkable here, and it's really one of the best things to do.
The perfect day for us in San Francisco ends a little something like this. Around a table with friends, sharing a delicious meal and good conversation. For us, above the noise and hyperbole, San Francisco is a really nice place to live, with lots of beauty all around and opportunity. Does it have its problems? Yes, absolutely. And they shouldn't be ignored. But it's also home and a wonderful place to visit. Imperfections and all.
Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me,